Imagine being so enigmatic that their very mention has intrigued humanity for millennia. Who were these giants of old, the Nephilim? Why does their mystery continue to captivate our modern world? In today's episode of Decode Vale, we unravel the ancient enigma of the Nephilim. We'll delve into their origins, significance in biblical texts, and the ongoing fascination that surrounds them. Prepare to embark on a journey through time and faith, uncovering truths hidden within the scriptures. Introduction to the Nephilim. Imagine being so enigmatic that their very mention has intrigued humanity for millennia. Who were these giants of old, the Nephilim? Why does their mystery continue to captivate our modern world? The Nephilim are first mentioned in Genesis 6:1-4. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. This passage, though brief, opens up a wealth of speculation and interpretation. Who were these sons of God? What does it mean that they had children with the daughters of humans? And most intriguingly, who were the Nephilim? Scholars and theologians have proposed various interpretations. Some suggest that the sons of God were fallen angels who took human wives, giving birth to a race of giants. This view, supported by ancient texts like the Book of Enoch, suggests that the Nephilim were literal giants, mighty and fearsome. Others propose that the sons of God were members of a godly lineage, possibly the descendants of Seth, who intermarried with the ungodly descendants of Cain, thus corrupting their lineage and leading to widespread wickedness. This interpretation sees the Nephilim not necessarily as giants in physical stature, but as powerful and influential men who led humanity astray. The Hebrew term Nephilim itself adds to the enigma. It is often translated as giants, but its root can also mean fallen ones. This dual meaning opens up different perspectives. Were the Nephilim physically giant, or were they fallen in a spiritual or moral sense? Despite the brief mentions in the Bible, the mystery of the Nephilim has captured the imagination of many. Their ambiguous nature and the dramatic imagery associated with them have made them a subject of fascination, not just in theological circles but also in popular culture. Consider how the stories of the Nephilim have permeated our literature and films, from ancient texts to modern blockbusters. This fascination with the Nephilim reflects a deeper human curiosity about the unknown, the supernatural, and the intersections of the divine and the human. At Decode Vale, we dive into these mysteries with both scholarly rigor and spiritual reflection. Our aim is to peel back the layers of ancient texts and uncover the profound truths that lie within, helping you navigate your own spiritual journey with a deeper understanding of these ancient enigmas. Theological significance. Building on our initial introduction, let's delve deeper into the theological significance of the Nephilim, exploring their roles and implications in the Bible. The Nephilim are mentioned again in the Book of Numbers. When Moses sent spies into Canaan to scout the land, they reported back saying, "We saw the Nephilim there. The descendants of Anak come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them." Numbers 13:33. This passage reinforces the image of the Nephilim as imposing giants and introduces the idea that they were present not just before the flood, but also afterward. The descendants of Anak, who were associated with the Nephilim, were known to be formidable opponents, contributing to the fear and hesitation among the Israelites about entering the Promised Land. Now let's examine the different theological interpretations of these passages. Fallen angels theory. One prominent interpretation is that the Nephilim were the offspring of fallen angels and human women. This view is heavily influenced by the apocryphal Book of Enoch, which expands on the brief biblical mentions. According to the Book of Enoch, a group of angels called the Watchers descended to earth, took human wives, and produced offspring known as the Nephilim. These beings were said to be giants and heroes of great renown, but also deeply corrupt, leading humanity into further wickedness and rebellion against God. This interpretation sees the Nephilim as a key factor in the corruption of the world before the flood, prompting God to cleanse the earth with the deluge. It also raises profound questions about the nature of sin, the boundaries between the divine and human realms, and the consequences of crossing those boundaries. Godly lineage theory. Another interpretation known as the Sethite view posits that the sons of God were the descendants of Seth, Adam's righteous son, while the daughters of humans were the descendants of Cain, who had turned away from God. According to this view, the intermarriage between these two lines led to moral and spiritual corruption, producing the Nephilim, who were not necessarily physical giants but mighty men known for their deeds, both good and evil. This perspective emphasizes the importance of maintaining spiritual purity and the dangers of compromising one's faith through unholy alliances. It highlights the Nephilim as symbols of what happens when God's people forsake their calling and mingle with the world, leading to widespread moral decay. Nephilim in post-flood context. The mention of the Nephilim in Numbers introduces another layer of theological complexity. If the Nephilim were destroyed in the flood, how could their descendants appear in Canaan? This has led to various theories. Some suggest a second incursion of fallen angels after the flood. Others propose that the term Nephilim was used more broadly to describe any group of powerful and imposing warriors, not necessarily linked to the pre-flood Nephilim. This ambiguity invites us to reflect on the recurring nature of sin and rebellion in human history. Despite God's interventions such as the flood, humanity continues to struggle with corruption and the influence of malevolent forces. The Nephilim in this context serve as a reminder of the persistent challenges to faith and righteousness, spiritual and moral lessons. Theologically, the Nephilim narrative urges us to consider the boundaries between the divine and human realms. It challenges us to think about the nature of sin, the consequences of disobedience, and the need for vigilance in our spiritual lives. Whether seen as fallen angels or the offspring of mixed lineages, the Nephilim symbolize the dangers of crossing God-ordained boundaries and the resulting chaos. Moreover, the enduring fascination with the Nephilim reflects a deep-seated human curiosity about the supernatural and the unknown. This curiosity can be a powerful driver for spiritual exploration, but it also needs to be tempered with discernment and adherence to scriptural truths. In exploring the Nephilim, we at Decode Vale strive to balance scholarly investigation with spiritual insight. By understanding the theological significance of these ancient beings, we hope to illuminate the timeless lessons they hold for our own spiritual journeys. Cultural impact and modern fascination. The enigmatic story of the Nephilim has transcended its ancient origins, capturing the imagination of people throughout history and into the modern era. Let's explore the cultural impact and ongoing fascination with these mysterious beings. Ancient and medieval interpretations. From early Jewish literature to medieval Christian writings, the Nephilim have been a source of speculation and myth-making. The apocryphal Book of Enoch, as previously mentioned, elaborates on the Genesis account, painting the Nephilim as giants born of the union between angels and humans. This narrative influenced early Christian thought, with church fathers like Justin Martyr and Tertullian accepting this interpretation. In medieval Europe, the Nephilim were often associated with tales of giants and mythical heroes. They became part of the broader tapestry of legend and folklore, representing both the awe-inspiring and the terrifying. These stories not only entertained but also conveyed moral lessons about the dangers of hubris and the need for divine order. The Nephilim in literature and media. Fast forward to the modern era, and the Nephilim have found new life in popular culture. They have appeared in a myriad of books, movies, and television series, often depicted as formidable giants or ancient beings with extraordinary powers. Their mysterious origins and dramatic potential make them a favorite subject for writers and filmmakers. In literature, authors like Stephen King and Cassandra Clare have woven the Nephilim into their narratives, blending biblical lore with imaginative storytelling. King's The Dark Tower series, for example, features characters and themes inspired by the Nephilim, while Clare's The Mortal Instrument series explicitly references them, depicting them as a race of supernatural warriors. Hollywood has also embraced the Nephilim, featuring them in films like Noah 2014, where they are portrayed as giant stone creatures assisting Noah. This cinematic representation, while not biblically accurate, highlights the enduring appeal of the Nephilim as mysterious and powerful beings. Contemporary theories and debates. The fascination with the Nephilim extends beyond entertainment into the realms of pseudoscience and conspiracy theories. Some claim that archaeological discoveries of giant skeletons are evidence of the Nephilim, though these claims lack credible scientific support. Nevertheless, they fuel a thriving subculture of Nephilim enthusiasts who scour historical records and physical evidence in search of proof. Online communities and forums dedicated to discussing the Nephilim abound, where enthusiasts share theories, debate interpretations, and connect with others who share their curiosity. This modern engagement underscores the Nephilim's role as a cultural touchstone, representing humanity's perennial quest for understanding the unknown. Decode Vale and the Nephilim. At Decode Vale, we embrace the challenge of exploring these ancient mysteries with a balanced approach. By examining both the historical and contemporary significance of the Nephilim, we aim to provide our viewers with a deeper understanding of these enigmatic figures and their place in the broader narrative of human spirituality. Our previous episodes have touched on related themes, such as the nature of angels and demons, the significance of ancient texts, and the intersection of myth and faith. By revisiting these topics, we not only enhance our brand recognition but also offer a cohesive exploration of the spiritual and theological questions that captivate our audience. Reflection and practical spirituality. The Nephilim story invites us to reflect on the nature of power, the consequences of crossing divine boundaries, and the enduring human fascination with the supernatural. In a world where the lines between reality and myth are often blurred, the Nephilim serve as a reminder of the importance of discernment and faith. For modern believers, the Nephilim's tale can inspire a deeper quest for spiritual knowledge and understanding. It challenges us to seek the truths hidden within our sacred texts and to approach the mysteries of faith with both curiosity and reverence. In conclusion, the cultural impact and modern fascination with the Nephilim reveal much about our collective psyche. They embody our fears, our hopes, and our relentless pursuit of knowledge. As we continue to explore their story at Decode Vale, we invite you to join us in unraveling the mysteries of faith and finding meaning in the ancient past. Practical spirituality. As we delve into the ancient enigma of the Nephilim, it is essential to draw meaningful insights that can guide our spiritual journeys today. Their story, though shrouded in mystery, offers profound lessons for modern believers. Boundaries and discernment. The tale of the Nephilim begins with boundaries being crossed. Whether one interprets the sons of God as fallen angels or the righteous lineage of Seth, the result is the same: a breach of divine order leading to chaos and corruption. This serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of boundaries in our own lives. In our spiritual walk, discernment is crucial. Just as the ancient world faced the consequences of blurred lines between the divine and human realms, we too must navigate the complexities of modern life with wisdom. Whether it's the influences we allow into our hearts or the choices we make in our relationships, maintaining clear boundaries helps preserve our spiritual integrity. The power of influence. The Nephilim were described as heroes of old, men of renown. Their influence was immense, yet it led humanity away from God's path. This highlights the power of influence and the responsibility that comes with it. In our lives, we are both influenced by others and have the potential to influence those around us. Reflecting on the story of the Nephilim, we should strive to be positive influences, guiding others towards faith and righteousness rather than away from it. Consider how your actions, words, and even your presence can impact your community. Are you leading others closer to God, or are you inadvertently causing them to stray? Spiritual resilience. Despite the Nephilim's formidable presence and the corruption they brought, God's plan for humanity continued. The flood was a reset, a chance for a new beginning. This resilience in the face of corruption and chaos is a powerful lesson for us. Life is full of challenges and moments where it seems like chaos reigns. But just as God provided a new beginning after the flood, He offers us the opportunity for renewal and redemption. Embrace the resilience of faith, knowing that no matter how daunting the obstacles, a path to spiritual renewal always exists. Engaging with mystery. The enduring fascination with the Nephilim also teaches us about the value of engaging with mystery. Not all questions have clear answers, and not all mysteries are meant to be fully understood. The Nephilim invite us to explore, question, and seek deeper truths. In your spiritual journey, allow yourself to embrace the mysteries of faith. Engage with Scripture not just for answers, but for the questions it provokes. Reflect on the deeper meanings and allow the unknown to inspire a quest for greater understanding and intimacy with God. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Nephilim. Here at Decode Vale, we strive to bring you closer to the profound mysteries of our faith. We'd love to hear your thoughts and insights. Drop a comment below, and let's continue this conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest episodes. As we conclude, ponder on the deeper meanings behind the Nephilim story. Let it ignite a quest within you for spiritual discovery and growth. Until next time, keep seeking, keep believing, and keep decoding the mysteries of faith with Decode Vale.